Hey guys, welcome back. So sorry about the brief hiatus. We were busy cruising Kauai, sailing across the Pacific Ocean, and cruising Southeast Alaska, which is where we are now. While in Kauai, we really prioritized spending the last 2 weeks we had in Hawaii, which is the place we've spent the last decade of our lives with our good friends and with each other instead of vlogging. But I did put together some clips of our 2 weeks spent in Kauai. As you can see, I'm editing this from Southeast Alaska, so stay tuned for our vlogs about our Pacific crossing and our experience in Southeast Alaska so far. Most of our updates on Sea People and on Instagram, so you can follow us there as well. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and aloha. What? You want to say hi? We left Honolulu for the last time and sailed to Hanalei Bay with our friend Morgan and had a going away party the following day at the sandbar. Leaving Oahu for the last time before we head off to Alaska. Since October, we've gotten the boat seaworthy. Since January, we've been going on shakedown sails and shakedown cruises just to see how she handles and like how logistically living on the boat is off grid. And we think we've finally gotten to that point where she's ready to go. So we are heading off to Kauai now. We're going to make landfall in Hanalei Bay on the North Shore. I think the sail will take us between 20 and 24 hours. This is the first time we're ever sailing through this channel. It's supposed to be pretty chill. The conditions are going to get lighter towards the morning, but we are going to run into a north swell, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. Apparently it takes a lot for that bay, for a north swell to really make any difference in that bay. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's good. Also, hopefully we catch fish. We have yet to catch and keep a fish on this boat since we bought her. So I think we're long overdue. We crossed the Kai'e'ewaho Channel between Oahu and Kauai. The crossing was amazing, super light winds, and a gentle sea state. It was our first overnight crossing, so Dave and I practiced our night watch schedule for the Pacific crossing. We brought our friends Aiden and Lucy along as backup, just in case the crossing did not go as planned, since it was the first time we had crossed this channel. The crossing took approximately 24 hours, and we reached Hanalei mid-morning. Hanalei had lived on our bucket list for years, always tempting us, but also always shadowed by the dreaded sail back to Oahu. This time, luckily for us, there was no turning back. Hanalei wasn't just a stop, it was the threshold to our Pacific crossing. We planned to linger there for 2 weeks, finishing our last preparations and soaking in the magic of Hawaii one final time. We played tourist in Hanalei town, wandered its streets, explored the Hanalei River, and spent long days at the beach. Even now, when we say the word Hanalei, Porter's ears perk up, as if he remembers those sandy shores just as fondly as we do. We are in Hanalei Bay. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's been raining intermittently all night, and overnight a pretty large north swell has been rolling through. It was anticipated, and it takes a lot for the bay to fully close out, and there's a ton of boats in the mooring field anchored and whatnot, so we're not the only ones. But yeah, big north swell. I mean, to me at least. I'm sure people who live here it's like minor, but feels pretty big on the boat. So a little sleep was to be had. It was very similar. It feels very similar to our experience at Mala Wharf. except this time we're in a much more beautiful place with like things to do, so it feels a little worth it. I've not been vlogging at all in the past couple of days. We stayed here for I think 2 nights so far. That we've just been taking it all in. It doesn't look real. Everywhere I look, it feels fake. So we're super happy to be here. We can leave our dinghy on shore without fear of it not being there when we get back. There's like infinite places to see and things to do here, and so it feels really good to be somewhere new. This is the North Swell in question. That boat is so close. Oh my gosh. I'm actually barreling out there. Like, that was... Lucy lived on Kauai a while ago, and she took us to one of her favorite beaches. To this beach, the current, it's like a lazy river. You start over here and then it just takes you all the way out. Found some nice shells. Every island is so beautiful in its own way, but there's something about this place that's like different from the rest. We'll be here for 2 more weeks. Aiden and Lucy leave tomorrow night, and then we have a couple more friends coming out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then potentially some more friends coming out to visit the following weekend. So we might stay here longer than 2 weeks if we like love it that much, but we'll see. The beach is a little bit of a hike involved. We had some time between when Lucy and Aiden left and some new friends, Caleb and Allison, arrived to explore Hanalei River. Find a crab for it. We motored all the way up to Hanalei National Wildlife Refuge, but there was a big tree blocking the way, so we ended up coming back and having lunch at the Dolphin, right on the river. The whole trip was about 6.5 miles round trip. The next day, Allison and Caleb flew over from Oahu, and we explored Ha'ina, Maniniholo Cave, and hiked the first 2 miles of the Nepali coast. Wow, it's massive in here. Maniniholo Dry Cave sits behind Ha'ina Beach Park. The cave stretches nearly 300 feet deep and opens wide enough to feel like a natural cathedral carved into stone. Deeper into the cave, you'll need a stronger flashlight than your phone, as you'll find low ceilings, crawling spaces, and even cave spiders hiding in the dark. Oh, and apples over there. The Kalalau Trail spans approximately 11 miles across the rugged Na Pali coast on Kauai's north shore. It's an out-and-back hike that takes multiple days. The first 2 miles to Hanalei Stream is a really popular day hike. We were running out of daylight, so we didn't hike the additional 2 miles back to the waterfall. How's the hike so far, y'all?
I'm dying.
This is the works. Green juice, nitro, daisy, latte. We had coffee at our favorite spot and went to Hideaway's Beach on the north side of the One Hotel. Oh my god. I'm really putting a lot of trust in these ropes. We're at Queen's Bath. It is quite a bit of a hike to get anywhere. So kind of went through a little bit of a mud bath and then found a beautiful waterfall situation. We said goodbye to Allison and Caleb and said hello to Aiden and Paige the following day.
More there's a little branch you can hold on to. Dude, it's hard.
They should put one more notch at the bottom.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Should I?
Oh, that was sick. You look good. Oh!
Oh!
Oh! That was so good. We had a barbecue on Hanalei Beach and went to bed early as we were going to wake up early tomorrow morning to try and sail across the Na Pali coast. The best way to view the Na Pali coast is with a powerboat that can get you super close to shore. Our good friend who worked along this coast for years said that it will chew you up and spit you out if you're not careful, so we heeded her advice and stayed offshore. There are numerous caves and beaches to explore, but you really need the perfect conditions to do so on your own cruising vessel. Given light wind and zero swell, you may be able to anchor offshore of Kalalau Beach and explore the stunning and culturally significant valley, but those conditions are few and far between throughout the year. From Hanalei to Kalalau Beach is a nice downwind sail, but we turned around and saw approximately 25 knots on the nose. At this point, Aiden and Paige weren't feeling so great, so we wanted to get back as quickly as possible.
notice that the engine is on.
We could have recently. And we got some seasick folks on here, so try to speed it up. Oh my god.
Are we? Oh.
Are we sure that's an Amilu? We caught an Omilu, which is a bluefin trevally. World tonight. We've got our Mexican corner, and then we've got hand rolls made by you guys. Looks amazing. And then thanks to Chris, we've got
No words.
leftover edamame and a nice Aperol spritz. After over a week of spending time with our friends in Kauai, we finally had the boat to ourselves. But it was time to really double down on preparations for our Pacific crossing. We got our second offer on Bremia. The first offer fell through a couple months ago, I think, and then the second offer was a little low, but at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like our boat anymore, and so we're ready to move on from it. And so the buyer actually emailed us directly. Read it.
Dear Dave and Christy, I felt compelled to write you and introduce ourselves, particularly after Parker passed along your YouTube channel. I've seen a bit of your backgrounds in environmental studies and microbiology. First, I'd like to thank you for agreeing to pass on the Briamia to our family. This is more than just a boat purchase for us. While neither have significant sailing experience, they are looking forward to the challenge and learning all they can. In the very near future, we understand this is likely a very busy time for you as you make final preparations for your journey to Alaska. As a thank you, congratulations on making it this far towards your goals of boat living, as well as launching, continuing, and growing your YouTube channel as you travel. I'd love to at least buy you a dinner in Kauai prior to your departure.
Oh, that's so nice. It feels right, you know? Like, when we first got Bremia, we pretty much received it like in turnkey condition. It's still in turnkey condition. They could sail it to Molokai tomorrow. But sailing, I mean, I've always said has been the best investment we've ever made in ourselves. And like hearing that Bremia is going to be able to provide that experience for these boys is like, makes my heart happy. All right. What are they, dolphins? Really? We had such a wonderful time in Hanalei and are grateful for all of the friends who came out to visit and the time we've got to spend with each other. In the next episode, we sail to Nuwili, which is on the opposite end of the island, and try to reprovision for the Pacific crossing. Thanks so much for watching.